Chapter 4. Rohan's birth. In a quaint suburban neighborhood nestled on the outskirts of Mumbai, anticipation hung in the air like a sweet, familiar melody. It was a warm April afternoon, and the sun bathed the world in a gentle golden hue. The trees swayed lazily in the breeze, their leaves whispering secrets of the approaching momentous occasion. Inside a cozy, sunlit room, adorned with colorful curtains and soft toys, Mr. and Mrs. Sharma eagerly awaited the arrival of their first child. The room was filled with the soft hum of excited chatter, the comforting scent of home-cooked meals, and the anticipation of a new beginning. Mrs. Sharma, a gentle and radiant woman with a warm smile, lay on the hospital bed. Her eyes sparkled with a mixture of joy, excitement, and a touch of nervousness. Mr. Sharma, her loving and supportive husband, sat beside her, holding her hand with unwavering devotion. The Sharma family had longed for this moment, and Rohan's impending birth was a dream come true. They had spent months preparing for this day, from decorating the nursery with love to choosing the perfect name for their little one. The room was adorned with baby clothes in various shades of blue and pink, awaiting the gender reveal that would come with the first cry. As the minutes ticked by, the atmosphere in the room became tinged with both excitement and a hint of nervousness. Mrs. Sharma clutched her husband's hand tightly, her other hand resting protectively on her swelling belly. She could feel the baby's movements, as if their tiny bundle of joy was assuring them that the time had come. Dr. Mehta, the kind and experienced obstetrician, entered the room with a reassuring smile. She had guided the Sharmas through the entire pregnancy journey, and now stood ready to bring their baby into the world. The medical team was prepared, and the room hummed with a sense of purpose. As the clock ticked towards 30 p.m., Mrs. Sharma felt the first waves of labor. She took a deep breath, remembering the Lamazi techniques she had learned during prenatal classes. Mr. Sharma stood by her side, offering words of encouragement and gentle reassurance. Hours passed in what felt like minutes, and the room was filled with a mixture of laughter, tears, and the soothing melodies of lullabies sung by Mrs. Sharma's mother, who had arrived to offer her support. The grandmother Tubay's eyes sparkled with tears of joy as she watched her daughter prepare to become a mother. As the afternoon sun began its descent, casting a warm, amber glow across the room, Dr. Mehta announced, "It's time, Mrs. Sharma. You're about to meet your baby." Mrs. Sharma nodded, her heart pounding with excitement and trepidation. With every push, with every ounce of strength and love, she brought their child into the world. The room seemed to hold its breath as the cries of a newborn filled the air. Dr. Mehta carefully placed the tiny, wriggling bundle into Mrs. Sharma's arms. Tears of sheer happiness streamed down her cheeks as she cradled her baby, her heart overflowing with love. Mr. Sharma's eyes glistened with emotion as he watched his wife and child, their family now complete. Their baby boy, Rohan, had arrived, and his birth was a celebration of life, love, and the profound bond of family. He was a symbol of hope, a promise of a future filled with endless possibilities. The room, once buzzing with anticipation, was now filled with a tranquil serenity. The family shared a quiet moment, basking in the joy of the newborn's arrival. Rohan, with his tiny fingers and delicate features, seemed to encapsulate all the dreams and hopes of his parents and grandparents. As the evening sun bathed the room in a warm embrace, the Sharmas took their first family portrait, capturing the essence of this precious moment in time. Their smiles radiated happiness, and their hearts swelled with gratitude for the gift of life. Rohan's birth marked the beginning of a remarkable journey, one filled with love, laughter, challenges, and countless unforgettable moments. He was the embodiment of their dreams and the promise of a brighter tomorrow. The Sharma family had grown by one tiny member, but the love they felt was immeasurable. As they embraced the adventure of parenthood, they knew that their lives had been forever changed by the arrival of their beloved Rohan. And so, in that cozy room filled with love and joy, Rohan's journey through life began. With the unwavering support of a family who cherished him beyond words. I hope you enjoy this chapter depicting Rohan's birth and the excitement of his family. If you'd like to continue the story or explore another chapter, please let me know. Chapter 2. First steps. Time seemed to dance to its own rhythm in the Sharma household. The days were a whirlwind of feedings, diaper changes, and cooing conversations with baby Rohan. As each week passed, the baby grew stronger, and his bright eyes filled with curiosity. It was a journey of discovery, not just for Rohan, but for the entire family. One sunny morning, as the gentle Mumbai breeze rustled the curtains in Rohan's nursery, a new milestone was on the horizon. At 7 months old, Rohan was about to take his very first steps. Mr. Sharma sat on the carpeted floor of the nursery, creating an enticing path of colorful building blocks leading toward him. The atmosphere was charged with anticipation. Rohan, dressed in a tiny pair of blue overalls, sat on the floor, his chubby little fingers reaching out to touch the vibrant blocks. Mrs. Sharma watched from the doorway, her heart swelling with pride and love for her growing son. She had been eagerly awaiting this moment, and her camera was poised to capture every precious step of Rohan's journey. As Rohan's tiny feet wiggled beneath him, he gazed at the blocks with a mixture of curiosity and determination. His dark eyes sparkled with a youthful exuberance, and his mouth formed a determined line as he prepared to embark on this new adventure. "Come on, Rohan," Mr. Sharma coaxed, his voice filled with encouragement. "You can do it, buddy. Take your first steps." With a deep breath, Rohan tentatively placed one tiny foot in front of the other, his arms extended for balance. The room seemed to hold its breath as Rohan took that first wobbly step. It was a step into the world of independence, one that would lead to countless other adventures. Rohan's first step was followed by another, and then another, as he slowly made his way toward his father. Each step was accompanied by laughter and applause from the family. Mrs. Sharma's camera clicked away, capturing the joyous moment for posterity. Mr. Sharma scooped up his son in a warm embrace, his heart filled with pride. "You did it, Rohan. You took your first steps." Rohan giggled in response, his eyes shining with delight. He had achieved a significant milestone, and the room was alive with celebration. The sound of clapping and joyful cheers echoed through the house. Rohan's grandparents, who had been eagerly waiting for this moment, joined the celebration. His grandmother hugged him tightly, her eyes misty with tears of happiness. "You're going to conquer the world, my little explorer." The rest of the day was a whirlwind of phone calls, as the Sharma shared the exciting news with friends and extended family. Rohan's first steps had brought the entire community together, a testament to the love and support that surrounded him. In the days that followed, Rohan's newfound mobility opened up a world of adventure. He explored every nook and cranny of the house, his tiny hands touching, grabbing, and discovering. His parents had to baby-proof every corner, as Rohan's curiosity knew no bounds. One of Rohan's favorite places to explore was the family garden. It was a lush oasis of greenery, with fragrant flowers, tall trees, and colorful butterflies. Rohan would spend hours crawling through the grass, feeling the earth beneath his fingers, and watching in wonder as butterflies danced in the warm breeze. One sunny afternoon, as Rohan crawled through the garden, he spotted a bright orange butterfly resting on a petunia blossom. His eyes widened with delight as he reached out to touch it. The butterfly fluttered its wings and took flight, captivating Rohan with its graceful dance. Mr. Sharma watched his son's fascination with a smile. "You're a true nature lover, Rohan. Just like your mom used to be." Mrs. Sharma nodded, her heart filled with nostalgia. "I remember spending hours in this garden as a child, just like Rohan. It's a special place." As Rohan continued to explore the natural world around him, his parents decided to take him on his very first picnic. They packed a colorful picnic basket with sandwiches, fruit, and Rohan's favorite baby food. The destination was a picturesque park overlooking the Arabian Sea, a place where generations of Sharmas had made cherished memories. Rohan's eyes widened in amazement as he took in the sights and sounds of the park. The rhythmic waves of the sea, the laughter of children playing, and the vibrant colors of the flowers all filled his senses with wonder. As the family enjoyed their picnic, Rohan sat on a checkered blanket, surrounded by the love and laughter of his parents and grandparents. He reached out for a ripe strawberry, his tiny fingers grasping the juicy fruit. His first taste of strawberry was met with a look of sheer delight, and soon, he was happily munching on pieces of fruit. The picnic was a day of joy, filled with laughter, shared stories, and a sense of togetherness. Rowan's presence had added a new layer of happiness to the family's cherished traditions. With each passing day, Rowan's steps grew steadier, and his world expanded further. He would hold onto the edges of furniture, using them as support to take confident strides across the room. His laughter filled the house, and his parents marveled at his boundless energy and curiosity. The Sharmas knew that Rowan's first steps were just the beginning of a remarkable journey. Their home was filled with love, laughter, and the promise of a future, where their little explorer would continue to take on the world, one step at a time. And so, Rowan's childhood was marked by the joy of those first steps, a symbol of his family's unwavering love and support as they embarked on this beautiful journey together.